Good afternoon. My name is Charles Idu, student of GSM Greenwich School of Management, London. I've picked Virgin Atlantic as my project, and as a consultant this afternoon, I will be presenting some recommendations to the board of directors, outlining new strategic marketing approach and the instruments that I'll be using. I'll be using the PES2 analysis to analyze the macro and the micro of Virgin Airline. I'll just give us a brief background history of Virgin Atlantic. Virgin Atlantic was created in 1984 by Richard Branson, who was passionate and wanted to promote customer satisfaction in the airline industry. Virgin Atlantic is based in Crawley, United Kingdom, and competes well with British Airways in his short-haul flights. The airline has won many awards, including the Business Traveller Awards for the year 2018 in the Premier Economy category. Reference that to Business Traveller 2018. Virgin Airline has thrived on a number of latest flights in its collection, including Boeing 747, 787, and Airbus A340 and A380 in its over 30 years of existence in the airline industry. I personally like Virgin Airline. I've enjoyed quite a few satisfaction when I took the line. But from my research, I'm going to look at the macro and the micro analysis so that I can properly inform the board of directors on new strategies to make new marketing repositioning, co-branding, which I believe will give a better future to the airline. Pest analysis is an abbreviation for political, economic, social, technological, legislation, and environment. If I pick on the one or two of those because of my short time in this presentation, looking at the political effects on Virgin Airline. All airline industries are faced with strict political factors that needs compliance. Virgin Atlantic is based in the United Kingdom, and current policies have been concerned with the energy usage and encouraged all industries in the development of alternative sources of energy like solar, hydroelectric, and wind. Similarly, there has been a political drive to reduce carbon monoxide, and Virgin Atlantic announced the reduction of carbon monoxide by 20% in the last 10 years, which is good. You can see that at Virgin.com 2017. In 2016, the government approved a second runway in Heathrow. An expansion of this type will enable Virgin Atlantic to operate more flights with a lower cost of operation to and from Heathrow. Similarly, with the uncertainty in the United Kingdom following the vote of 2016 to leave the EU, European nations, has had a negative impact on leisure travels out of the United Kingdom. Consequently, many airlines, including Virgin Atlantic, have been affected as sales dropped following the announcement. And this is why I believe market repositioning, co-branding, and new market entry is very, very important, very crucial at this time for Virgin Airlines. If we look at the economic surge, also with the uncertainty of the United Kingdom, Virgin Airlines continues to attract more customers and improvement of provision of various aspects of its flight following the terrorist attack in 2011, plane crashes and other occurrences like drones spotted that led to the grounding of flights in December 2018, and has reduced the patronage of many passengers who rather travel by trains and other means of transport, as based Virgin Atlantic as at a poor financial position. The competition with other airlines have been very, very tight with what is happening at the moment. The financial position of Virgin Airlines have been very, very challenging. There have been ongoing talks to sell some of its shares to France KLM in the recent future. Richard Branson himself have sold from 50% of his shares, plus or minus. He now has 15% shares. If we also look, we can see that as a result, the company needs to reposition itself in the market, needs to co-brand, needs new market entry. The last point I'm going to take on this pedestal is the social. The society also affected the airline industry, as there are regular disruption of services due to non-compliance to rules on passengers' employee safety, and aircraft has influenced the decision of the aircraft. Similarly, consumers change their taste to adjust to their economic needs. Choice from economic class to business class is inevitable. In such cases, Virgin Atlantic strives to give all customer satisfaction. Virgin Atlantic is doing well in the area of segregation, meeting needs from the business class to economic class. Virgin Atlantic strives to give customer satisfaction in whatever choice they choose to fly. However, in recent growth and use of conference calls limits the need to fly away from meetings or business purposes, as well as recent air traffic control flights in Milan 2018 and Paris 2019, which leads to cancellation of thousands of flights. I've had several meetings, business meetings all over the world, Asia, Africa, Nigeria, in particular China, dealings, and it's been on conference call. Take it like some 5-10 years ago, I would have hopped on the plane, fly down to have a chat with my business partners, and also engage in new business ideas. But the influence of technology has also affected the way people travel, and that is why I'm going to seize this opportunity to actually advise or present useful solutions to Virgin Atlantic in the area of repositioning, co-branding, and new marketing strategy for the company. In my conclusion with the pedestal analysis, looking at the technology, Virgin Airline has been in the front line of other airline industry in their constant innovation technologically, and also in the legal. Virgin Atlantic has had quite a few issues in the last 5 years. They're one of those airlines that have refused to participate or to be involved in involuntary deportation, especially when it comes to when the issue of the Windrush came on board. It was a big scandal. So Virgin Atlantic has done well in that area, and also in the environmental. Virgin Atlantic has announced to reduce carbon emission by 20% by year 2020, which is good. I did a quick analysis, a SWOT analysis of Virgin Atlantic. SWOT is also an abbreviation of the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and strength. And while analyzing the strength of Virgin, it is evident that brand identity and comprehensive services are in the front runners. Weaknesses that exist are mainly due to the limited fleet size and destinations. The threats presented to Virgin are the current price war, economic downturn, consolidation of airline industry, and the volatile nature of fuel prices. The opportunities are, however, possible expansion into the Asia market and the building of brand province. There is an application from Ansoff Matrix and Porter's 5 Forces for further consolidations and the affirmation findings. Virgin positions itself as a direct competitor to British Airways. The market, British Airways is the current market leader, and the shift in economy has, however, resulted in a focus with a focus on Asian markets, where Virgin has an advantage in the form of an existing alliance. So very quickly, I'm going to outline what the following questions are going to help me to work as a consultant with Virgin Airlines in the area of the product, services, and market repositioning and the co-branding in the new market entry strategy. And the first question is, why do people choose Virgin over other competitors? What are the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats that Virgin is facing? I want the board of directors and to seriously look into those questions. What drives the passion of Virgin as an organization? What audience groups or types of customers do Virgin understand best? How do Virgin approach working with each client that may be different from other methods? How do Virgin price its services? And what is the company's story? How can we tell it in a way that sets us apart? The answers to those questions I'm going to paraphrase because they help us as a company, help Virgin as a company into a new marketing positioning, giving them an edge above other competitors, and also in the help in the co-brand. And just as the wise saying goes, can two walk together except they agree, putting into consideration all the pestilence factors that analysis that I have already laid down, and the new marketing strategy. So I will start. I've got a PowerPoint here which I'm going to follow very quickly in the next 5 minutes. One, let's get the positioning juice flowing with Virgin Airline. What is that thing that we do best? What was that first experience that people gave us feedback about Virgin Airlines? Let's straighten it. Let's rebrand it. Let's contextualize it. Let's channel our strength to it. Let us advertise those areas more. Let's invest more into that area. And we can't actually stop people from the way they think. but we can, in a way, manage the way they think about us. The technology, the lightning, the sound, the sound effect, the welcoming, the guest, the dressing, the little tips that we give to them, the towel, the warm towel to clean your face, clean your hands, the meal, the drinks, the prizes. We focus on those, and we also look into the culture of the areas that we are going into and contextualize it and modify, adopt into the culture of where, take for example, if it is Asia, we know the sets of people that would be on the line. We, in a way, make the meal to that side, the colors, the music that we use in the airline when they come in. And secondly, we should determine our position and strategy, which I would like to display this PowerPoint. We should start, well, with a strong position statement, like just do it. So we can use words like, I know just do it is Nike. We can have just fly, just fly, or not just an airline. It's Virgin Airline, not just an airline, it's Virgin Airline. You know, if I got put a smile on my face, myself, you're not a number, you know, you're not a number, you are our guest. Putting into consideration just this two suggestion that I've given to the board of directors. Got quite a few more, but I'm actually run out of time, and I'm open to any question that the board may want to ask. You can send me an email. My name is Charles. I'm student, GSM London 2018-19 MBA student. Thank you.